call the August 26th board meeting of the St. Lucie County School Board to order and say welcome to all of you for being here today. I know you have busy lives with school starting back and lots of things going on, so we're delighted to have you with us tonight, though. If you would please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now our Kids at Hope pledge. As an adult and a treasure hunter, I am committed to search for all the talents, skills, and intelligence that exist in all children and youth. I believe all children are capable of success, no exceptions. A lot of Kids at Hope folks in the audience tonight. Good to see you all. Let me take this opportunity, if any of you wish to be an unscheduled speaker tonight, there are forms available in the back of the room that you can fill out and get them up to Mrs. Harrison before the beginning of our business meeting. And Madam Superintendent, our special orders of business.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. We have a single order of business this evening, and that is our St. Lucie County Reading Council proclamation. And we would like to ask our Teacher of the Year and President of the Council, Heather Belitho, to come to the podium, please, to share the proclamation with us. Ms. Belitho and team, thank you.
Good evening, Madam Chair, board members, and Superintendent Yost. As the St. Lucie County Reading Council board members, we are honored to be here to present the St. Lucie County Reading Council Proclamation, promoting a passion for literacy. Whereas, the St. Lucie County Reading Council is a local, professional literacy organization dedicated to supporting St. Lucie County Public Schools district reading goals and initiatives. And whereas the St. Lucie County Reading Council is a chapter of the Florida Reading Association and recognized by the International Reading Association, thereby playing an active role in the Florida Reading Association Board and being up to date with state and federal opportunities and information. And
whereas the St. Lucie County Reading Council provides professional development and networking opportunities for educators, and whereas the St. Lucie County Reading Council hosts community events to promote reading and writing for our students and families, and
whereas the ultimate goal in all St. Lucie County Reading Council events and communications is to promote a passion for literacy among St. Lucie County educators, students, and the community, and
whereas the St. Lucie County Reading Council wishes to create a visible and cohesive membership dedicated to promoting a passion for literacy across content areas as well as for pleasure and individual purposes. And whereas the St. Lucie County Reading Council exists for the benefit of all educators, students, families, and community members by promoting this passion for literacy.
Now, therefore, be it resolved by the School Board of St. Lucie County, Florida, that each Wednesday, known as What You're Reading Wednesdays, in the 2014-2015 school year, be and is hereby recognized as a day to promote a passion for literacy in which St. Lucie County Reading Council members shall wear their council shirts as a sign of unity in promoting a passion for literacy across content areas for pleasure and for individual purposes. Given at Fort Pierce, Florida, this 26th day of August 2014.
And I believe, Madam Chair, that we have an opportunity to adopt our proclamation at this time.
Absolutely, with pleasure. Do I hear a motion? Second. Moved by Ms. Hensley, second by Mr. Ingersoll. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? How dare they, huh? Motion carries 4-0, and thank you so much for coming. And we, yes. Mm-hmm.
I would encourage us to be unified in supporting of this. And by the way, the teachers make great chair covers for your offices. So it's very minimal cost, and it is great reward.
Indeed.
Thank you, Ms. Hensley.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
look forward to a phenomenal year with the council this year.
And what
Thank you.
enthusiasm.
Again,
Perhaps at some of our meetings, we could talk about what we're reading on Tuesday before the What You're Reading Wednesday.
great idea.
Excellent.
Yes. Fabulous.
We like that.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you. Madam Chair, we'll now move to our consent agenda. Board members, we have the agenda before us. Do I hear a motion to accept as presented? Moved by Ms. Hilson, second by Ms. Hensley. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Board members, at this time, are there any conflicts which we need to declare before voting? Hearing none, we will receive the recommendation. Madam Superintendent?
I recommend the board approve a total of 30 consent agenda items, beginning with 4.01 and ending with 16.01 as presented.
Board members, are there any items that you wish to pull for comment? Any that you wish to pull for separate discussion and therefore separate vote? Hearing none, we have received the recommendation from the superintendent for approval. Do I hear a motion? Moved by Ms. Hensley, second by Mr. Ingersoll. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0. And now we will move to the superintendent's update. Madam Superintendent?
Yes, ma'am. We certainly got off to a phenomenal start for the 2014-15 school year, and I must look into the audience when I say that. It was a collaborative effort on the part of all stakeholders within the district. We certainly, the students traveled to and from school safely and continue to each day. Routines and expectations were set forth by the faculty and staff at each site. Breakfast was served, lots of nutritious lunches, and students are focused on rigorous and relevant Florida standards as we get started for the school year. So congratulations to all of you for a wonderful kickoff to the school year. We also had an opportunity to welcome Dr. Mark Roleski into St. Lucie County Monday and Tuesday. And last night we conducted our first live streaming with Mark Roleski. The home site was Village Green Elementary, and we live streamed that particular presentation into our other schools. And 20 additional schools joined in the presentation so that he was live at Village Green, and yet others had an opportunity to participate in the first session. We are pleased to build capacity amongst our educators through this opportunity. Session 1 will be repeated in September, and we will have 8 individual sessions that can be viewed by volunteers, some schools that are forming learning communities, so that we can share and promote growth amongst our teachers and administrators at school sites, despite the fact that he may be live at a single site throughout the school year. So this is an expansion of our services and our work with Mark. Great news to share.
Madam Superintendent, could you get back with us with the amount of people that actually participated at each school site? Just so that we know how many people actually did attend his training.
Great. Last night was more limited than what we expect in September, but I will be more than happy to do so.
Each time would be helpful.
Yes, sir.
We will then move to our board member reports, and Mr. Ingersoll, we'll begin with you tonight. Report. Ms. Hensley?
Yes, ma'am. An update on the Sundays in the Park last Saturday that was sponsored by Children's Services Council. Mr. Boyle, our executive director, made the statement that there were about 600 kids in line for the free books when they started at 10 o'clock in the morning. And it was very well attended, and it was lively even though it was hot. It was very good, and we had ordered, I think it was 2,600 books. I didn't get the report yet about how many we had left over. But it was a very good opportunity. So now we have almost bookends. We have the event in the spring, sponsored by the Reading Council, and then we have this in August or September, sponsored by Children's Services Council, to provide books to children and encourage their families to read to them. So that was very good, and we had the superintendent was there, Ms. Holly. We had lots of people that were there. It was very good. So that was very positive. The official kickoff for the Children's Services Council reauthorization campaign will be in September. That committee is separate from the Children's Services Council, but we will all get invited to that kickoff event. And the Indian River Lagoon Science Festival is going forward, and we have reserved, we think, 80 tents. So if any entity wants to have a presence there, if you're a nonprofit, you can have a presence there for free. The tents are provided, and the tables and chairs. And there is an application form that you need to fill out, but it is more than just lagoon science. It is education and science across the board. So anybody who's interested, let me know, and I will get you the application. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hensley. Ms. Hilson?
I was able to visit a school, the first day of school, and I was incredibly impressed and proud of the wonderful job. I think this year I've heard less negative about busing and different things from the first day of school than this. It was a beautiful thing. Thank you, Don Carter and the rest of the team and the food service, everybody, our teachers. I mean, you start to name names, but it was impressive. I was able to attend the back to school extravaganza, and I just want to give a special shout out to Michelle Jerger with all that she has to do. She was heading up this program. It was at the Fenn Center, and we gave away free backpacks, or they did. I did not. I had my own table. And I will tell you, I had a Spanish-speaking person and someone who spoke Creole at my table, and they were very, very busy. And I think it's important that we have that opportunity to speak to parents so that they do understand all the details of the coming year. But it was just so well run, and I heard estimates of 1,200 students coming through, and then I heard estimates of 1,800. But it was literally packed the entire hours, that I think 3 hours that we were there. So I am thankful for that, and the school board was well represented there, along with the health department, who was giving free toothbrushes and toothpaste. And I think the giveaways were gone within the first 30 minutes. So, but I think it's a very worthy cause, and you get an opportunity to talk to the parents and answer some questions that maybe they don't necessarily get answered, through everyday communications. So, but a big thank you to everyone. It was a beautiful start of school this year.
Thank you, Ms. Hilson. And I must echo those same sentiments. As of today, we have 41,114 students enrolled, just shy of the 41,700 that is projected. So hopefully by the time day 10 rolls around, everybody will be settled and in their proper schools and classrooms and all of the things that follow with that. But that's a phenomenal number, and thanks to each of you for the part you play in taking care of those 41,000 plus students every day. Board members, we have one item of business that we need to discuss, and it seems early, but to get on the calendar, I wanted to go ahead and bring it forth. Our November meetings, we are scheduled to meet on Veterans Day, which is a holiday for all. And the fourth Tuesday happens to fall on the Tuesday night prior to Thanksgiving break beginning. So I would like to propose, because by law we have to meet on the third Tuesday, which is November 18th, for our reorganizational meeting. I would like to propose that for the month of November, we meet on the first and third Tuesdays. Does anyone have any comments? So that would be November 4th and November 18th, then, that we would meet in November. No, it's the third Tuesday. Third Tuesday. Yeah, that's the 18th. So there would be no conflicts with holidays or the beginning of holidays that way. So, yes, please. Okay, motion from Ms. Hensley and second by Mr. Ingersoll. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0. I thank you very much for that, and we have no unscheduled speakers to come before us, so we are adjourned.